This is breaking news from the Weekly Wrap. Just a short little ditty here. I'm
The
Bruce
Weekly
Willis.
Wrap, your number one source for Don Lemon news.
Well, as a matter of fact, Tim Slagle, my partner here, and if you look at his background right now, he's got the lemon because when life gives you Don Lemon, make lemon have AIDS. No, wait a minute. Well, we better not use that. No, let's do something else. Anyway, anyhow, I got my glasses on Walter Cronkite style, and I've got to sigh and take them off because this is serious news. And this just happened moments ago. We're reporting right now on the Friday, January 30th, 2026 in the evening. Don Lemon has been arrested. Don Lemon, who worked at Channel 5 before I did and turned down 2 assignments. And when I was at Channel 5, I didn't turn down anything, including doing the traffic, even though people don't have TVs in their cars. I didn't. Oh, well, what happened with Don Lemon?
Yeah, but you're sleeping in your own bed tonight, though, Bruce. So who won that one, huh?
I guess Don Lemon, I don't know if you can see the stuff behind me here, but I'm orbiting the Earth right now. And he was released on his own recognizance to the black hole that he lives in, along with that flight that disappeared that he reported on for CNN years ago. Tim, I'm too beside myself with emotion and hate for Don Lemon. So what exactly happened with Don Lemon this afternoon?
Well, this is kind of interesting because I predicted this 2 podcasts ago. This
Sure.
was this 2 episodes ago that I predicted it was going to happen. And I asked you as the attorney in residence how it works when a judge refuses to sign a arrest warrant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you said, well, I didn't know there was going to be a test.
Exactly. Exactly.
And so now I know. Now I know exactly what happens is you appeal it. And this was appealed 4 times, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And if you cannot get a judge to sign off on the warrant, you go to the grand jury.
You got a grand jury for an indictment. Now, let me tell you this, a former sports writer, and we should explain what the story actually is, that Don Lemon joined a group of protesters regarding ICE and went into a Minneapolis church. Was it Minneapolis or St. Paul? I can't remember. They went into a church and disrupted the church service. That can be a violation of the FACE Act, which is an acronym that I think so. Well, FACE stands for the whole notes on the scale, as I recall. Every good boy does fine, whatever, but it's the FACE Act.
It's not the first FACE Act that Don Lemon has done, by the way.
So there was and also conspiracy to do something really bad as well. But it's an act that protects abortion clinics as well as churches from people invading their space. Now,
which is kind of weird that they would be in the same law.
Exactly.
It kind of makes you think that abortion clinics are the temples of the left.
Oh yeah. Let's pause on that one for a moment. And, okay, so in any event, he is claiming that he's a journalist and he's protected by the First Amendment. Now, you mentioned the grand jury indictment. No less an authority than Rick Riley, the former sports writer for Sports Illustrated and golf enthusiast and golf writer, tweeted that do we actually have that tweet? It's interesting. Do you actually have that? Yeah. Rick Riley. Trump's goons just arrested journalist Don Lemon for reporting the truth, even though 2 judges ruled they couldn't. This is where it begins. Well, as Tim just explained, what happened is that the government then got some information, including but not limited to the fact that Don Lemon was part of the group and stopped shooting when they were getting their act together to go into the church. Interesting that he didn't record that part, which
brought them coffee and donuts.
As well. Now, you know what? I think the First Amendment protects biased journalists as well. But whatever, we'll see. It'll play out in the courts. But
were they donuts with holes or custard filled?
Yeah. What if they were lemon meringue? Anyway, I got this to say to Rick Riley. Rick, remind me to walk on the putting green, straddle the lines of the hole, and do the Watusi the next time you're trying to make a 5-foot putt to break 80. Maybe I'll even get Donald Trump to drive his cart right up onto the green and drop me off right next to you. Okay.
And if you want to talk where it begins, well, about 10 years ago, Kamala Harris prosecuted two people who were filming inside a Planned Parenthood, who also claimed First Amendment privilege. That it was.
I read that there was this guy named Steve Baker who had a tripod, and by tripod I mean, and he was filming or taping the J6 insurrection, strike that riot, strike that mostly peaceful demonstration, and Biden charged him with 4 misdemeanors. So yeah, it's interesting how this plays out. Now, Geraldo, let's give Geraldo the final word on this. He said that this was a travesty and free Don Lemon. And here's what I have to say to Geraldo. Okay, how about we free him and put you in Al Capone's vault? Okay, buddy. Anyway.
I think after this incident, the FACE Act will be forever known as the Lemon Law.
So,
more deep thoughts with Tim Slagle.
Yeah, really, it's a little too much for me just for a breaking news thing. This is like a deep cut. Here's what I have to say. First of all, journalists love nothing more than to talk about journalists. So I got to think that this is just cover because I think Trump's going to bomb Iran this weekend, and so we don't notice it. But that's just my view. Hey, and I was reading stuff that Don Lemon had said before, and it's a little bit. I can't believe some of this stuff. And I haven't double checked it with AI or Chat GPT, but apparently, when he was employed by CNN, he asked one of Bill Cosby's victims why she didn't simply bite her assailant's penis, his pudding pop, as it were. And she didn't. He actually asked that.
Huh.
So anyway, Tim, do you have any final thoughts here on this?
Sorry for Don's husband.
Yeah. So
I heard that he didn't go peacefully. So and unfortunately, CNN was not alerted about the impending arrest because I don't think there is any video of Don Lemon being apprehended, which I'm sure would have been it would have been viral. It would have gotten more hits than his podcast.
Remember when the government would always alert CNN to who is that guy that the Trump guy that got arrested in the middle of the night at his house?
Roger Stone.
Roger Stone, exactly. And the cameras were there.
Well, yeah, the cameras were ready and waiting when they raided Mar-a-Lago. I mean, they used to inform the news so they would get good footage.
Well, I mean, their arrest. I'm surprised the Trump administration didn't alert the news media because they're obviously not trying to hide this. So, I mean, it's like the big story right now. Anyway.
Quick question.
I'm sorry.
The last month, the media has been just lambasting Nick Shirley as a YouTuber, not a journalist. All Don Lemon does now is go places with his phone and a cameraman, just like Nick Shirley does. What's the difference? Just because
don't call Don Lemon Shirley is what I have to say. And
because you're not a journalist until you turn down several assignments, I guess.
Oh man! And on that note, I can't believe it. You have to take us out of this. I'm just too beside myself. Take us out of it, Tim.
That's it.
Yeah, don't forget
for the weekly wrap with Bruce Wolf. Don't forget we're on every week.
Yeah.
Here and on WJOB in Indiana, and you can watch all of our podcasts.
I mean, I was a traffic reporter, and I didn't turn down the assignment. I can't believe it. Don Lemon made $7 million a year at CNN. Goodbye.